Hello and welcome. This is Robin and you're watching English Fluency with Robin. Today we are going to the part 9 of English grammar where we will learn basic words in English, and this is a part F of basic words in English. If you have missed the previous classes, kindly check the video description. I have given the English grammar playlist link in the video description. I have included basic words in English, that's in fact verbs in English, and the past, present and past forms. So let's continue with the training session. Blow. The first word is blow. And before we get started, do remember that I see this not only as a YouTube channel, I see this as a real classroom, and you people are my real students. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask your doubts. I'll be happy to clear your doubts. And if you have any feedback, or if you have any feedback or doubts, you can ask in the comments. I will try my best to reply to all the comments as well. Okay. So even if you are a beginner or an intermediate or an advanced learner, feel free to ask any kind of doubts. Okay. Yeah, so let's get started. The first word is blow. So whatever I am explaining here, I will be highlighting with the mouse in light blue color. You can see on the screen. Please read along with me. First one is blow. Blow. The wind is blowing gently. You can get the meaning in this context. The wind is blowing gently. You are standing near a river. So there is a gentle wind that is blowing on your face. Okay. The wind blew hard when we were standing at the seashore. Here, look into the past form. Here it is wind. Blew. Blow, the past form is blew, B-L-E-W. The wind blew hard when we were standing at the seashore. So we were standing at the seashore in the evening, and I told my friends that, so we were standing at the seashore, the wind blew hard. That means it is not a gentle wind, there was a wind which was intense. So the wind blew hard when we were standing at the seashore. Blow, the past form is blew. Okay. The second word, reply. It's a very simple word. Okay, I reply to all her letters. I reply to all her letters. You can get the meaning from the sentence itself. She writes to me letters every month, and I reply to all her letters. She has a habit of writing letters to me, and I have a habit of replying to her letters. Whenever she writes a letter, I give a reply. I replied to his email an hour ago. I replied to his email an hour ago. Reply is the first form of verb, and replied is the second form of verb or the past form. Here, I replied to his email is something which I did. It is a completed action. So, I replied to his email an hour ago. Feel. So, you can look at the sentences here. I feel so happy whenever I meet her. I feel so happy whenever I meet her. So, I meet her once in a month. So, at that time, I feel so happy. So, feel means it's an emotion. That is something in your mind. You're talking about emotion. So, that's when we use the word feel. Okay. You can feel happy, you can feel sad, you can feel angry, etc. So, emotions. I feel so happy. Feel is the first form of verb. The past form is felt. I felt happy when I received my offer letter. So, I applied for an admission abroad and I received my offer letter last day. So, I am telling my friend that I felt so happy. I felt happy when I received my offer letter. That is something, that was the emotion. That was the emotion I had. Happiness was the emotion that I had in my mind when I received my offer letter. Feel, the past form is felt. Again, see, number 4 and number 5 are kind of related. Refuse and reject. Kind of same meaning here, but the context is different. So, let us look into refuse first. Here, most people have a confusion regarding these words. So, we will discuss refuse first. Then, we will go to the explanation regarding reject. Okay. Refuse. What is the meaning of refuse? We can look at the sentences. Don't refuse that job offer. So, one of my friends told me, here is a real life situation. One of my friends told me he got a job offer from Dubai. He told me that, okay, the job is okay, but the salary is not as expected. But in my mind, I think that job offer is good. But what I feel is that the job offer is good. The salary is not great, but it is good to get started with that kind of salary. It is a much better salary than that he is getting right now. My friend is doing a job here. Okay. The salary that he got in the job offer is much better than that, but still he is not happy. Then I am telling him, don't refuse that job offer. So, what does the mean refuse means? You get something, you get an offer or something, you refuse that. You are telling that, okay, I don't like this job offer, I am not joining with you. That is the word refuse. Okay. I refused that job offer as the salary was not satisfactory. Here it is a past form. Okay, so my friend told me I refused that job offer as the salary was not satisfactory. His expected salary was much higher. So what did he do? He refused that job offer. He told them, okay, I don't want to join this company. I don't want to join your company. I'm not happy with the salary. I am not accepting this job. So refuse is exactly the opposite of accept. Okay, so I refused that job offer. Refuse, the past form is refused. Again, here the meaning is nearly the same with reject, but the situation changes. The company rejects job applicants with no experience. The company rejects job applicants with no experience. What does that mean? Here, many people apply to a particular job position which requires some kind of experience, but there are many people who apply for this job even without experience. Okay, it is mandatory that they should have at least a few years experience, but there are many people who apply even without experience. So what does the company do? The company rejects job applicants with no experience. That is, they don't give them a job, they don't give them an opportunity for an interview because they just reject it. Okay, the company rejected my job application, that is a past form. I applied for a job, but the company rejected my job application telling that I don't have enough experience. So, not giving me something. So, refuse and reject, the meaning is same. When we tell no to something, it is refuse. When somebody says no, or a company says no to me, it is reject. So, I refuse something means I tell no to something. When someone else or a company tells no to me, don't give me what I want, okay, then it is reject. I hope you understood the difference there. I hope you are preparing notes as well, because you cannot memorize all these words or sentence usages. So kindly write down the notes as well. Okay, sell, a simple word. Are you planning to sell this car? So my friend has a car, it is very old. So I asked him, are you planning to sell this car? I heard someone saying you are planning to buy a new car. So are you planning to sell this car? Okay, so the past tense is I sold my old car and bought a new one. Okay, after a few months I met my friend and he told me I sold my old car. I sold my old car. That means whatever you have in your hand, you give it to someone for money. What is the meaning of sell? You have something, a product or something in your hand, and you give it to someone else for getting money from him. That is the transaction happens there. That is the meaning of sell. I sold means that is a past form. Okay. Next one is lift. Lift. Okay. Lift has two meanings, as a noun and as a verb. As a noun, lift means people used to say elevator as lift. Lift or elevator, both are same. That is a noun part. That's something or something which takes you from the one floor to another. Or okay. So that is as a noun. Here lift we can talk as a verb. We can discuss as a verb here. Lift, I am talking about the verb here. Lift means, for example, there is something on your table. There are some books on your table. You take that books from your table means what? You take that books from the table, from that position with using your hand. That is take. Okay. So lift means what? Something somewhat related, but here lift means some object is in a lower position. For example, you have a heavy bag on the floor. It is very heavy. Okay. So if you want to lift the bag, you have to bend down and take that bag from that floor or the lower position and take it and lift it up. So lift means taking something from a lower position. Okay. Lift. Don't lift heavy objects if you have pain in your hand. My friend told me I have a pain in my hand, but I have some work to do in my house. Okay. We are shifting from this apartment. We are shifting from our house to a new apartment. But I told him if you have pain in your hand, don't lift heavy objects. The past form is she lifted the heavy bag with some difficulty. She lifted the heavy bag with some difficulty. Lift, the past tense is lifted. There is a heavy bag. Okay, it is on the floor and she lifted that heavy bag with some difficulty. So you understood the meaning between take and lift. Lift, the object may be in a lower position there. Throw. What is the meaning of throw? You have something in your hand and you throw it away. For example, you have a paper ball in your hand and you throw it to someone. You throw it at someone or you throw it outside. So that is the action. You have something in your hand and you let it go with some power. With some power you throw. That is the meaning of throw. So you let go. You let go of whatever is in your hand with some power. And you aim at a particular position. That is called a throw. Throw it outside. Throw it outside. He threw a paper ball at me. Throw, the past form is threw. Please write it down if this is a new word for you. Threw. Throw is a very common word, but threw, some people may have a confusion regarding that. Threw means it's a completed action. He threw a paper ball at me. My friend threw a paper ball at me. Okay, so I am telling someone, my friend, he threw a paper ball at me. So it is a completed action. Okay. Hold. Hold. Can you hold this book for a while? From the context itself, it is very clear, because here is the real life situation. I have a book in my hand. It's a big book. It's somewhat heavy, and I get a call from someone. I need to attend the call, but I cannot attend the call by holding this book. So I am asking my friend, can you hold this book for a while? Hold means what? You are giving this book to your friend and asking him, can you hold it, keeping in your hand for some time. So can you hold this book for a while? Got it? My daughter held on my arms. That's the past form. My daughter held on to my arms tightly when we crossed the road. My daughter held on to my arms tightly when we crossed the road. My daughter is a little child. She is just like 7 years old. She has some fear on crossing the road. So when I crossed the road, when we crossed the road, she held on my arms tightly. I was holding on her hand, but still she held on my arms more tightly when we crossed the road, because she is afraid, she has a fear of crossing the road. Hold, the past tense is held. The last one is catch. Okay, what is the meaning of catch? It's a very simple word. Can you catch this ball? My friend has a ball in my hand and he is asking me, I will throw this ball to you. Can you catch it? So he throws the ball. If I want to catch it, when the ball comes, I have to get the ball in my hand. That is the action catch. Okay, the police caught the fugitive from the airport. Okay, caught, catch, the past tense is caught. What is the meaning of fugitive? Fugitive means some wanted person, for especially for some negative reasons, just like a criminal or the most wanted criminal, etc. That is the meaning of fugitive. The police caught the fugitive. Catch, the past tense is caught. So this was today's training session. I hope it was useful for you. If you found it useful, please give me a like for this video. Share it with others and consider subscribing to this channel. Please give me a feedback if I need to slow down my classes. For example, if I am speaking very fast or very slow or something, if I need to make any adjustments with what I am doing, just like offering training sessions, or if I need to make any improvements, you can give any feedback, be it positive or negative. I am open to positive as well as negative feedbacks. Okay, so I hope it was very useful for you. As I mentioned before, your support means a lot to me. Okay, when you are giving me a like for this video, when you are subscribing to this channel, or when you are sharing this with your friends or other people, it's a great support for me and for this channel. So thank you for watching. I'll be back with the next training session soon. Bye.